historic venue begins with a nice solid handshake at the NSC Bull and photographs that will forever go down in history. As soon as the dignitaries join us here inside the atrium, we will begin with the formal proceedings. Requesting all our dignitaries to please take your seat. Ladies and gentlemen, and my dear friends, family members, partners who played a very, very significant role in this journey, members of the media, all those of you who are watching us virtually. My name is Xenia Fernandez. I'm your host for this morning, and it is my absolute privilege and such a pleasure to be standing in front of this august gathering and welcoming all of you to an absolutely historic morning. This, ladies and gentlemen, I must remind you, is a day that has been long time in the making of Leap India. And each and every one of you present here inside this iconic NSC atrium have played a very significant role. Mr. Matthew, thank you so much for giving me that lead, because a round of applause is exactly what I was looking for. And in fact, Leap India, I just want to tell you that as much as this morning is all about the agenda that's going to play out here at the listing ceremony, it is also a lot about how we feel. So please bring the thrill, bring the excitement, bring the energy, and put your hands together in a thunderous round of applause in advance as we kick off this morning. And you can also make some noise. Okay, well, that's just an easy way to identify where the gang is sitting. So that is really the gang that's going to cheer and food for everyone who's going to make their way to the stage. You know, every listing ceremony celebrates more than just the arrival of a company at the stock exchange. If you ask me, it celebrates an idea. This is an idea that begins with an opportunity. It moves into challenging conventions. It then creates value and steadily transforms an entire industry. Today's occasion is particularly significant because we're celebrating a company which has quietly become one of the invisible growth engines of India's economy. Do you want to clap for that? I'm just reminding you of who you are and why you're here. Every day, millions of products travel across the country, right from factories to warehouses, from distribution centers to the retail shelves, and finally into the hands of the consumers. And behind this movement, there is an intricate supply chain where efficiency is measured not just in kilometers, but in every second that is saved, every asset that is optimized, and in every shipment delivered reliably. And that is where we come into the picture. Today, Leap India serves more than 1,000 customers across sectors, including FMCG, automotive, consumer goods, with a network of over 14.7 million pooled assets, 29 fulfillment centers, and more than 10,000 customer touch points. You have built this, everybody. Give it up for yourself and the person sitting next to you. So today's listing clearly marks more than just access to public markets. It represents the next chapter in what is going to be a remarkable journey for Leap India. So I'm going to ask you one question, and the energy and the decibel with which you respond to that question will really decide the success of this listing journey. Leap India, are you ready? Oh my God, you indeed are. So without any further ado, let's get straight down to it. We'd like to begin this morning with a symbol of our collective pride and unity, the national anthem. May I request you all to kindly rise.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Please take your seat, everyone. To mark the auspicious beginning of today's landmark listing ceremony, I'm now going to invite forward our esteemed dignitaries who will light this beautiful, auspicious ceremonial lamp. And as they do that, I'm going to request the rest of us who are seated to take the next few seconds and invoke whichever the higher power you believe in, that the lighting of this lamp may be a brand new beginning for all of us at Leap India. Please join me in welcoming all of our dignitaries with a very warm round of applause. Mr. Sunu Matthew, founder and managing director, Leap India Limited. Mr. Hardik Shah, partner, KKR. Mr. Rajesh Sham Alle, Chief Financial Officer, Leap India. Mr. Rishi Gandhi, Chief Growth Officer at Leap India. Mr. Gaurav Sood, Managing Director and Head, Equity Capital Markets, Avendus Capital. Mr. Vishal Bangar, Head Equity Capital Market, IIFL Capital. And Sri Krishnan Iyer, Head Issuer Relationships at NSE. that, ladies and gentlemen, we officiate the listing ceremony. Let's put our hands together in a very warm round of applause as the flame of that beautiful lamp burns to a ritual that is so deeply rooted in our customs and tradition. Thank you, Sri Iyer, and thank you to all of our leadership at Leap India. Fantastic. You know, every successful company has a story. But the most remarkable stories are those that slowly unfold behind the scenes. For a decade, Leap India has been quietly transforming the ecosystem of how logistic assets are shared, managed, circulated. And not only are we very obviously increasing the operational efficiency across businesses and across industries, but we've also championed a very sustainable way of movement, proving through innovation that it's not always about creating something new, but it is always about creating something that is essential to work smarter. Every milestone, I believe, is fully appreciated when we understand this journey, when we can see it, when we can feel it and put it into perspective. So ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the screen as we play out the corporate AV of Leap India Limited. Let's watch.
Leap India was incorporated in the year 2013 in the financial capital of India, Mumbai. The company offers solutions like pooling of pallets, foldable large containers, window foldable large containers, stillages, utility boxes, etc. for the supply chain sector in India.
When I launched, the question wasn't can we do it, but the real question was how fast we will be able to scale. We just needed to prove that it worked on a grand scale.
Now Leap manages a whopping 13.5 million plus assets with 7 outsourced pallet manufacturing plants, 30 warehouses, 900 plus customers, more than 3,200 employees and more than 7,000 touchpoints across India.
We have placed our warehouses scientifically and strategically in places which are very easily accessible to all our customers. Our customers barely sweat over logistics. Our assets are positioned in a way which is very demand-driven and forecasting-driven. In a country like India, which is as diverse and complex, this is truly a game changer.
Imagine you have a library of pallets, boxes and containers. Instead of buying your own packaging materials, you borrow them on a flexible model.
For our customers, it's a dream. No capex spending on supply chain assets. No requirement of storage when assets aren't in use. No end-of-life disposal hassles. It's a pay-as-you-go model that ensures cost effectiveness and operational agility.
We fund the operational expenses of our customers and help them to grow and further innovate in their respective businesses. For any growing company, one of the major reasons of failure is inefficient capital allocation. Scaling and innovation is difficult with excessive capex allocation for operational expenses.
Quality sourcing is the backbone of Leap. Leap sources cut-to-fit components from Germany, Austria, the Baltic region, and even New Zealand. Every component is rigorously tested for strength and longevity.
We only select from harvested forests, ensuring ethical, responsible sourcing. For us, it's quality first, always, because our assets needs to be in circulation for years. Our focus is on durability and sustainability, ensuring every product lives out its full productive life.
India's growing D2C, B2C and Q-com sectors are built on agility. And at the foundation of this agility lies one critical enabler, a robust, responsive and scalable supply chain. Leap India is uniquely positioned to serve this mammoth demand with our integrated asset pooling and supply chain solutions, optimizing turnaround times, reducing inefficiencies, and providing scalable infrastructure for businesses that operate on speed.
This business needs to be looked from the EBITDA perspective. as the depreciation is very high and the same subdues are bad. This is a business that boosts circular economy and sustainability, thus providing an opportunity for LEAP to allocate its capital at right place. This is not possible unless we have an undying domination in the market, and that's what we aim for since inception.
Asset pooling in India is a fairly new concept, strengthening supply chain infrastructure for customers. It is independent of real estate infrastructure and comprises of a completely new domain. Modern supply chain is complex, and systemic organization of assets and technology inclusion is key to vibrant logistics for any company.
We knew early on that diversification is the antidote to volatility. If FMCG slows, automotive steps up. If automotive dips, e-commerce or consumer durable picks up. So while others scramble during sector slowdown, we are already focusing on the next big wave of opportunity.
India's pushing toward a $5 trillion economy. And guess who's fueling the supply chain behind it? That's right, LEAP. We're scaling globally, exploring new products, forging stronger partnerships. Our vision? A hyper-efficient, zero-waste global supply chain led by LEAP.
Think supply chain, think LEAP.
Let's give it up for the vision, people, purpose, and incredible partnerships. And on that note, for the opening address, I'd like to invite on stage Mr. Vishal Bangad, Head ECM IIFL Capital, to please join me here and to deliver the opening address. Let's welcome Mr. Bangad with a very warm round of applause, everybody.
Thank you all. A very good morning to all the dignitaries present here, friends, colleagues, and those joining us virtually. Welcome to the listing ceremony of LEAP India, the first pallet pooling company to be listed on the Indian stock exchanges. Pallets move the world. When I was told this, I actually thought it was an exaggeration. But consider the fact that globally, 90% of trade shipments and 70% of warehouse storage operations use pallets. Sounds like quite an accurate representation, the original statement, when you actually put it against that. LEAP India is India's dominant on-demand asset pooling platform. It plays a critical role in enabling efficient, flexible, and cost-effective supply chain operations for businesses across the country. Having over 14 million assets, a pan-India network of over 10,000 customer touchpoints, LEAP India has a market share of over 90% of the organized pallet pooling market in India. Its assets may be invisible to end consumers, but they are an essential part of the journey shaping our industrial and infrastructural growth, making products accessible from factories to warehouses, from distribution centers to retail stores, and eventually reaching the end consumers. The company's share and reuse business model helps drive greater standardization, time and cost efficiency, and asset utilization across supply chains, while reducing the environmental impact and improving safety and supply chains for our customers all across India. And the man at the helm at it all, Sunu Mathew, who has been given the moniker of Pallet Man of India. He's practically built this business twice over. With over 25 years in strategic management, he's pioneered the modern pallet pooling and managed equipment services model across the country's logistics ecosystem. A few quick words about the IPO itself. The overwhelming investor response to the IPO further underscores the strength of the company's business model and growth opportunity. The issue received approximately, or rather over 15,000 crores in demand across all investor categories, attracting and saw participation from all categories, including sovereign wealth funds, marquee FIIs, best in the name mutual funds and and FIIs and insurance companies. Such strong institutional interest is a testament to the confidence that investors have placed in both the management team and the company's future. Sunu, Rishi, and the entire team at Leap India, Hardik, Vaibhav, and the entire KKR team, a big thank you from us at IIFL and my fellow BRLMs for believing in us and letting us be a part of this journey. As Leap India goes ahead in its journey as a listed company, I have absolutely no doubts that Sunu and the management team will guide the company in a manner that's in the best interest of all its stakeholders, including the lakhs of new shareholders that joined the company on its journey today. A big thank you to all of you here and joining us virtually for being part of this historic moment. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bangad. I'd now like to invite on stage Mr. Hardik Shah, partner KKR, to please share his thoughts with us this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us here at the listing ceremony. This is a very happy and emotional moment for me on multiple counts. One, obviously the listing of this great company that we've backed over the last couple of years. Two, for KKR, this is our first Indian IPO as a promoter. And three, personally, for me, after 20 years of doing this, this is the first time I'm actually getting to ring the bell. So when the team told me they wanted me to speak for a few minutes, I was thinking about what to talk about. I thought about should I talk about the business? Should I talk about numbers? And everyone here who knows me knows I love numbers. But I thought I'll talk about the people. I think that's the most important thing. So to start with, thank you to all our BRLMs. Thank you to Nipun and Vishal from IIFL. Thank you to Gaurav and Nipun from Avendus. Thank you to Sumit from UBS. And thank you to Devin Bhai, Sachin, Neha, and Venu from JM Financial. We could not have done this without you. The amount of work that's gone into this has been staggering. I also want to thank the Leap team, all of you here, but specifically on this IPO, the amount of work that Rishi, Rajesham, and Chirag have put in has amazed me. And the amount of activity that goes into doing an IPO, the hard work, the late nights, and the precision with everything that needs to happen, and the way the teams just work together, it's been absolutely amazing. So thank you for that. And finally, my colleagues at KKR, Vaibhav and Sanjana. Vaibhav is a fellow director on the board of Leap with me. The amount of work they've put in has been absolutely staggering. I would be remiss not to mention Ami. Ami, who was with us earlier, she has been critical to forming this partnership with Sunu. So thank you for that, Ami. And finally, coming to the hero of this story, Sunu Mathew. Sunu, we're all very, very lucky to be part of this rocket ship that you built and are flying. So thank you for that. Thank you for the trust. Thank you for the partnership. You've been a role model to all of us for the last 3.5 years. I'd say the courage that you demonstrated 13 years ago to start off and go head to head with a global giant. The perseverance and tenacity with which you built this business over the last 13 years, brick by brick. And we've been through tough times, I know that. And finally, and most importantly, the integrity. The integrity with which you've dealt with your partners, with which you've dealt with us. You've kept every promise you made us. You've kept every promise you made your previous investors. And now we have lakhs of others who've come in and have believed in us. So I'm really fortunate to be part of this journey with you, and I'm really, really looking forward to how the public market treats us. Thank you.
Mr. Shah, very well said, and I think I can totally acknowledge that on behalf of all of us, we share in your sentiments, and thank you for this incredible partnership. Let's give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Shah once again. And now it's my absolute pleasure to invite on stage Sri Krishnan Iyer, Head Issuer Relationships at NSE, to share his thoughts with us and address the gathering this morning. Let's welcome Sri Iyer with a very, very warm round of applause, everyone.
Shri Sunu Matthew, Founder, MD, Leap India, Shri Hardik Shah, Partner, KKR, Shri Vaibhav Vaidya, Director, KKR, Board members, employees, family members, media personnel, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and a very warm welcome to all of you at NSE for the listing ceremony of Leap India Limited. NSE is proud to welcome Leap India Limited in our family of listed corporates, which now becomes the 3039th company to be listed with us, further strengthening the vibrant and growing ecosystem of listed Indian enterprises. India is the 5th largest capital market in the world, and the market capitalization of NSE listed companies has grown over 130 times since NSE started its operations in 1994, and it stands at about 492 lakh crores, approximately 5.16 US trillion. At NSE, our commitment has been to provide a platform that enables companies to grow, investors to participate in that growth, and India's economy to thrive. In the last 31 years, NSE has been a catalyst to the growth story of India, enabling economic growth through fund mobilization, capital formation, wealth creation, and job creation. As India marches towards becoming a Viksit Bharat, the listing of Leap India Limited on NSE reflects the spirit of an India driven by innovation, global competitiveness. As entities like Leap India scale through public markets, they contribute to building a more strong, self-reliant, and future-ready nation. In the recent years, India has consistently ranked among the top IPO markets globally, even as several international markets witnessed a very subdued activity. In the calendar year 2025, India was a global leader by the number of IPOs, followed by US and mainland China. In FY26, NSE facilitated 222 IPOs through both the main board and the NSE Emerge platform, raising about 1.89 lakh crores in total, one of the strongest years on record. NSE today serves more than 13.2 crore unique investors, holding over 26.6 crore investor accounts spanning 99.85% of all the PIN codes in the country. We are proud to offer Leap India access to this broad investor base, a fair, transparent, and efficient market ecosystem. A public listing is the beginning of a new chapter, one that reflects the company's performance, governance standards, leadership, and the spirit of entrepreneurship. I congratulate the entire team of Leap India, merchant bankers, JM Financial, Avendus Capital, IFL Capital, UBS Securities, legal advisors, Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas, and all other parties associated in this listing for this collective accomplishment. Today's listing is the beginning of a strong partnership between NSE and Leap India, and we look forward to supporting you in all your future fundraising endeavors. May your journey in NSE as a listed company be impactful, prosperous, and enduring. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Sri Iyer, thank you so much for sharing your encouraging thoughts with us this morning and for joining us here along with the Leap India family for this landmark day. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I've asked Sri Iyer to stay back with me on stage because what takes place next is the ceremonial exchange of mementos. I'd like to invite Mr. Sunu Matthew to please join us on stage as Sri Iyer prepares to present mementos on behalf of NSE to Leap. Beginning with the replica of the symbolic replica of the iconic NSE bell. Sri Iyer will now be handing over a box of proud to be listed badges. I can see some of you are wearing them already. These badges are coming to the rest of us. Let's put our hands together, everyone. And the yellow book is the coffee table book that chronicles the incredible journey of NSE. I'd now like to request Mr. Matthew to exchange a memento with Sri Iyer. This memento will be presented on behalf of the Leap India family. Let's put our hands together, everybody. All right. Mr. Matthew and Sri Iyer, I think you can stay with me on stage because we are going to count down to the final few minutes of the bell ringing ceremony. As you can see, my eyes are on that digital clock, which reads 9:53 right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite all of our dignitaries for the bell ringing ceremony because there's something else before we ring that bell. I'd like to invite Mr. Hardik Shah, Mr. Vaibhav Vaidya, Mr. Rajamma Matthew, Bindu Matthew, Akshat Matthew, Aaron Matthew, Sajju Matthew to please join us on stage. Well, Leap India family, you know this success that all of us are here to celebrate today, it reflects something larger than us. It reflects the transformation of a society and of an economy. And as all of our dignitaries are taking their stands on the stage right now, and as all of us are preparing for the iconic bell ringing ceremony, we have something to show you. So I'm going to request all your eyes on the screen and please remain seated. Don't stand at any moment because we are streaming live right now. Let's cue the AV, please.
I was always looking for an opportunity to create a business which is really very hard to replicate. So I felt that asset pooling in India can be a very good business. I started this company in 2013 with an aim of optimizing the supply chain in India. That point of time, supply chain was at a very nascent stage of development. Now, India is a developing country. I'm all about India. So I started the company with Indian ethos and work culture in mind. During the early 2013-14, customers were also trying to understand how to modernize their supply chain by not handballing the products into the truck, but by moving the products into pallets. So it was the time to educate the entire nation that the product has to be considered as a unit load. As I had done this business in the past, I felt that customers were just waiting for an Indianized solution from a pooling company. And they latched our solution with both hands. When you see your product making a difference in your client's business, it really makes you proud. We feel immensely satisfied, when we look back at the problems that we have solved for the customers, and that is why we are a solutions company.
You know exactly what to do. Can we make some noise, everybody, for the man at the helm of it all? Wow. You know, Mr. Matthew, as I was watching your video, I was thinking that there are facts and there are feelings. Facts point in the direction of your success, but I can only imagine, because I can't really step into your shoes, what this journey would have entailed, what it would have taken for you to get to this point, and of course, with the support of your incredible family. So can we have another round of applause for the family who stood behind the man and the Leap family? Well, I'm very certain that Mr. Matthew can't wait to take over this podium and share his thoughts, straight from his heart. But we're going to get there very, very soon. We're counting down to the final 2 minutes before the bell ringing ceremony. So as we prepare to get there, let's prepare to get there. So number one, don't stand. I know you're excited and you want to jump out of your chair when I say 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 1, 3, 2, but stay in your seats because we're streaming live. Of course, you can capture this moment. And you know what, Sonu sir, I was just thinking, why should I be the one counting down all by myself? At least this could be a group activity, no? So all of us, we are together going to count down to the final 10 seconds. And I need a confirmation for that. I need something that we call a vibe check. So, are you with me? Well, I would love to say try and bring the roof down, but Sri Krishna Nair is standing here and he won't allow that. But at least we can try. I'm going to ask you one more time. Leap India, are you ready? All right, all eyes on that clock. We're going to count down to the final 10 seconds together. And as someone who's witnessed this incredible moment a couple of times, I must invite all of you and remind all of you to make this moment count, all right? So you can quickly warm up your lungs, clear your vocal cords, be ready for the final 10 seconds as Leap India will be officially listed on the stock exchanges of the country. The silence and the calm before the craziness. Mr. Matthew, you ready? Okay, fantastic. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You are officially listed on the National Stock Exchange. This moment is forever going to go down in the history of Leap India. So our amazing team is going to make sure we capture the best shots. And while we do that, Leap India, please make some noise. Many, many, many big hearty congratulations to each and every one of you in the room. And hold on. Keep looking at the camera until I tell you we've got our best shot, because we're all vying for that right now. Okay, and we are. Dada, shot mil gaya na? Aage badhna hai. All right, we are good to go, everybody. Thank you very much. Mr. Matthew, stay with me. I'm going to request all of our dignitaries to please take your seat. And ladies and gentlemen, now is the most fitting moment to hand over the mic to a man who requires absolutely no introduction. But because I'm an opportunist, I must remind you, he is someone who's taken Leap from inception to this defining moment. And so, my dear friends, let's give it up once again for Mr. Sonu Matthew.
Good morning, everyone. At the end, we have listed. The fantastic news. And thank you for coming here for this wonderful morning wherein Leap has gone public and Leap India Limited has got listed in at National Stock Exchange, NSE. So I'm very, very thankful to NSE and everybody around. Now I'm standing here in front of you because of obviously my parents, Mr. P.M. Matthew, who is no more, Rajamma Matthew, who is a loving mother, my wife, beautiful wife, Bindu Matthew, my two sons, Akshat and Aaron. I have taken a lot of their time of their life, by not being available to them. Now, gratitude is something which is at the top of our value system with me and also my family. So I would like to start by thanking Vikram and Subir to trust me 13 years back that we can go and fight and give competition to a multinational. I'm thankful to Rathi ji and Nikhil Vora, always who have stood with me as a coach, as a mentor. He even once told during COVID times, when the times were really difficult, that if you want, I have certain money in my bank account, I will just transfer it to you. So that is the kind of support I have got from my investors. Then there came TVS Capital, IIFL, Schroeder Adverb, Morgan Stanley, and last but not the least, KKR. I can tell you, TVS Capital actually taught me cash is the real reality. Rest everything is sanity and vanity, So you have to make sure that your business is profitable. I'm so thankful for Sundaram sir for teaching us this. And then a fresh air by the name Emmy Momaya came to me and she took me to Morgan Stanley, and with Hardik, we went to the doorsteps of KKR. KKR has been a wonderful, wonderful partner to us. The ride with them for last 3.5 years have been beautiful. Hardik, Vaibhav, Sanjana, Emmy were just fantastic people. We were been able to buy CHEP. We were been able to scale our businesses. Never they have actually let any of our ideas go down the drain. Every time they have supported us, and I can assure them that we will have many such moments of greatness in our journey together in future. Now I would like to thank all the BRLMs. It will be very difficult to take their names. IIFL, Avendus, UBS and JM. All those running around the streets of London, Singapore and Hong Kong, having 7 meetings. Every time you looking at me and asking me to cut down my speech. So it was been a fantastic journey with all 4 BRLMs, and you have a wonderful team which makes the promoter very at ease when we approach certain investors and other bankers. I would like to thank all who have been from the fraternity of legal. I want to thank the registrar. I would like to thank, last but not the least, the entire Udan team, which has been working with me for last 1.5 years to actually make this dream come true. I started this business 13 years back. As I have previously worked in CHEP, I always felt that whenever I used to go around countries, I used to see everything moving on pallets. Pallets bring speed and accuracy, and palletization in any developed country has cut down the supply chain cost by 4 to 5% in the entire logistics and supply chain cost to the GDP of the country. With that intent, we started our journey, giving the business with Indian ethos and Indian standards. And we said that our mission is to actually get into an asset pooling which will promulgate two-way packaging, and we will get rid of one-way packaging. And on the basis of this, we will be able to reduce the cost of supply chain in the country, and we can take our nation, great nation India, into the next decade as a Vikasit Bharat nation. We nearly have 1,100 customers and 10,000 touch points. This is our real moat. This is our network. We have more than 3,250 employees, and directly or indirectly, we touch the lives, once we calculated, of about 300,000 people in India by bringing their standard of living up. Mine and my Mancom team's immediate attention is that how this 300,000 people that we are touching today, we can take it to 3 million people. Listing actually enables us to get the capital in order to scale the business, invest in new opportunities of pooling and enter different markets, and actually reduce the debt. So we will be in a very, very comfortable situation in order to achieve all our numbers which we have forecasted for next couple of years. Our vision for India is to make India come out of one-way packaging and thus improve the circular economy and improve the carbon credit for the nation. And I believe that we will be able to do this because of the team we have, which believes in the real mission and vision of the business. The listing of this company, the listing of Leap India Limited, is dedicated to all the warehouse people today who are watching me, and they are working very hard. All the transporters, customers, managers, and how this business is getting managed is through my management committee team. I am very, very thankful to the Mancom team, wherein it was very difficult for me to give too much of attention to the business. They have made sure that this business is running spick and span without any hindrances. सारे शेयर होल्डर्स का, जितने भी शेयर होल्डर्स हैं, सारे शेयर होल्डर्स जिन्होंने हम पे ट्रस्ट किया, मैं उनका बहुत बहुत आभार प्रकट करता हूं. We are committed to transparency, strong governance, and creating long-term value for the shareholders. I am all about the country. So Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Mr. Matthew, thank you so much for talking to us straight from the heart. And on a side note, or rather a very important note, you know that walk that you took in your audiovisual with your glares on, you truly meant business. And maybe you should consider an alternate career in, I don't know, Hindi, South Indian cinema. The doors are open. Let's give it up for Sunam Matthew once again, everybody. All right. Mr. Matthew, I'm so sorry. I had to let you go, but I'm going to invite you to join me back on stage quickly. And Mr. Iyer, I'm going to request you to please join us on the stage. You know, what's going to happen next is technically not written in the agenda, my dear friends, because it is a surprise element. It is the National Stock Exchange keeping up with the times and offering something very, very special to the Leap India family. It is actually making its way to the hands of Mr. Iyer right now. It's a photo frame which captures the exact bell-ringing moment that took place just a couple of minutes ago. It's the world of instants, and we are keeping up with it. It's going to go straight to Mr. Matthew's desk, and this is for all of you on behalf of NSC. Mr. Matthew, you may take your seat, and Shri Iyer, sir, you may stay back with me. What we will do next is the ceremonial memento presentation. We will first begin with NSC presenting mementos to all of our partners. So as I invite you on stage, I'm going to request your teams to please make your way quickly. We will first begin by presenting a memento to JM Financial Limited. Team JM Financial, requesting you to please join us on stage. I believe Mr. Devan Kampani, Managing Director, is here. Mr. Iyer will be presenting the symbolic replica of the iconic NSE bell to each one of our partners. Let's hear it for JM Financial, everybody. I'd like to now invite Team IIFL Capital. Team IIFL. All right, Ms. Founder, welcome. Let's hear it from Mr. Bangada and Team IIFL, who have worked endlessly and tirelessly in this partnership. Inviting forward Team Avendus Capital. Team Avendus is making their way to the stage. Let's welcome them with a very warm round of applause, everybody. And finally inviting Team UBS to please take your stands near the stage and be on standby. Team UBS. Sri Iyer will now present the memento on behalf of NSE to Team UBS, inviting forward our legal counsel team, Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas. Let's hear it for our legal partners, our legal counsel, Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas. And with that, we come to the end of the mementos by the NSE. Let's hear it for Shri Krishnan Iyer, Head Issuer Relationships at NSE. Thank you so much for joining us here this morning. I'd like to invite Mr. Sunu Matthew to please join us on the dais. As Mr. Matthew rightly said, we have our partners here who've played a very pivotal role in this journey, in this defining moment. And we're now going to take the next few minutes to hand over a memento as a token of our unending gratitude. Beginning with Team JM Financial, please make your way to the stage. And ladies and gentlemen, as I invite all of our partners on stage, I expect and I invite you to please put your hands together in a very big round of applause for each and every one of them, because it's been, like Mr. Matthew said, an incredible journey. Of long walks and sleepless nights. Inviting Team IIFL Capital to please make your way near the stage. I believe Mr. Bangman is here. So please join us and receive this memento from Lead India to IIFL Capital. And let's give it up, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, keep the claps coming. Team Avendus Capital, please make your way near the stage. There you are. Team UBS, may I invite you to please join us side stage and be on standby. Keep the claps coming, everybody. Team Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas, inviting you to step forward. Let's give it up for UBS. beautiful memento will now be handed over to our legal counsels, Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas. Let's give it up for them as I invite forward team Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas. And now let's give it up for our legal counsels, Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas on stage. Inviting forward Team A&O Sherman. Team A&O Sherman. Keeping in mind the theme of Leap India, the lady is absolutely impeccably dressed today. Let's hear it up for Team A&O Sherman, inviting forward Team GT, Walker and Chandyo. Requesting you to please step forward. Team Grand Thornton. We're counting down to the final few mementos of today. Inviting Team ICA to kindly step forward and be on standby near the stage. Everybody, let's hear it for Team GT, also known as Walker and Chandyo. Team ICA are now on stage, all set to receive their special memento. Keep the claps going, everybody. Come on, let's keep going as I invite forward Team MUFG. Welcome, Team MUFG, making their way to the stage. Inviting Team ICS to please step forward and be on standby. Meanwhile, my dear Leap family, let's hear it for MUFG. All right, let me do a quick check. Is Team ICS here? Ma'am, that's you. Inviting Team AZB to please step forward. All right, Team AZB. Give it up for AZB, ladies and gentlemen. I can hardly believe I'm saying this, but we're counting down to the final few seconds of the official listing ceremony. Can we please have a huge round of applause for Mr. Matthew and Mr. Shah, the hardest working people in the room today? Sir, you've gotten your morning cardio in, right? All right. We're moving towards the closing of this ceremony, and we'd like to close by doing something very, very special. I'm going to invite the man at the helm of it all, Mr. Sunu Matthew, so to please make your way downstage all the way to the canvas that is placed there at the back, and write on it your message for Leap India, for India, and for how you're feeling today, and your autograph. You know, since you gave us that beautiful cinematic walk in the video, we just thought we'd like to end it with your autograph. And we'll find a place somewhere in the gangways of Leap India to place that autograph for all of us to see. Wow. I love how Mr. Matthew is so clear about which profile looks good on camera. He's very, very certain about that. Now that is the absolutely correct message for all of us today. Proud to be listed. Leap India, give it up for Mr. Sunu Matthew and yourselves. Many, many congratulations once again to all of you. Refreshments have been served inside the atrium. The stage is now available for you to take your photographs and your video. I'd like to invite Mr. Matthew to please make his way to the stage. And I'd like to invite the Mancom team at LEAP, along with members of KKR, to please join us. We'd like to capture a group photograph. We're just a couple of minutes away before our team can move in for their media interviews. So we'd like to make the most of this time. Mr. Matthew, requesting you to please join us on stage. Okay, so what we're going to do next is, since we have a couple of minutes with Mr. Matthew before he can head to his interviews, we're going to invite the respective teams from our partners and make sure we have group photographs, which are nice, cinematic, and beautifully choreographed. So everyone, you can stay wherever you are. I'd now like to invite on stage all the family members. Family members, please join us for a group photograph. Mr. Sunu Matthew and all his family members are on stage sharing this very proud moment. Meanwhile, I'm going to ask Team UBS to please join us near the stage. And if you're still here with me in this room, can we have a warm round of applause for the incredible family of Mr. Sunu Matthew? Many congratulations to all of you on behalf of all of us. Team UBS, inviting you to please join us on stage next. Team JM Financials, may I request you to step forward? I'd also like to invite Mr. Rishi Gandhi, Mr. Rajesh Sham, Mr. Hardik Shah, and Mr. Vaibhav Vaidya to please join us on stage. Team Avendus, please make your way towards the stage. And let's fast track this a little bit because Mr. Matthew has to head for the interviews. And Team IIFL, please be on standby. All right, Mr. Bangad, you still with us? Perfect. Team Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas. Representatives from Shardul Amarchand Mangaldas, please join us. Followed by Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas. Team Udan, may I request you to make your way towards the stage? Team Udan. And please be on standby. Hold on. Team Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas, please make your way to the stage. Yes. So Cam is here first. And now everybody, let's hear it for Team Udan who are making their way to the stage. And the rest of the Leap team, everybody from Leap team, please make your way to the stage for the final photograph of this morning. The rest of Team Leap India, आइए. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of the listing ceremony. Our sincere gratitude to the National Stock Exchange for partnering with Leap India, for welcoming us and for joining us here on this historic occasion. We conclude the formal proceedings. Please join us for refreshments inside the atrium. The stage is available for all other photographs, selfies and videos. My name is Zenia Fernandez. I'm signing off. Have a phenomenal day, everyone. Thank you.